Yo, what's up, guys? I know you see the picture in the thumbnail, I know you see the title, and I know you've heard Giratina-O is currently being suspected in OU. Wow. Honestly, wow, I'm so excited. I will be giving my opinion on how I feel about Giratina in the OU tier, how that would work, and my thoughts on that, definitely. But I am so excited. Real talk. 3 days ago, I actually texted my boy Hugo, or Great Bastard, who is on the OU Council. I also had him on a live with me a couple days ago, and I was like, bro, what do you think about bringing Deoxys Normal down to OU? And we talked a bit about that, but I was really surprised and pretty overjoyed to see that there was a Giratina-O suspect test. Now, hear me out. Honestly, OU is complete garbage right now. There's so many threats. It's impossible to check them all with just one team, and it's just there's so many limitations on team building. There's Pokemon like Landorus, Charizard, Y, all the other Megas, Mega Metagross and stuff like that, and Giratina-O solves that problem without having to ban every single Pokemon. Giratina-O checks Landorus I, checks Zard Y, checks Superior, because Superior needs like +4 to OHKO it, checks Mega Metagross, and a bunch more threats, all in one Pokemon. It's also an extremely bulky defogger, and it also has Rapid Spin support, so I'm for it being an OU just because of those reasons. It fixes the problems on team building, definitely with those aforementioned Pokemon, as well as a whole bunch of other threats. Now, I feel that it's definitely strong, but we have a lot of strong Pokemon in OU, as just mentioned, and one of the reasons that I feel like it's justified in OU is because it's weak to 3 of the most common types, arguably the most common types of moves in OU. Fairy, Dark, those 2 are by far the most common types, and Dragon, dropping Dracos, my boy Latios, my girl Latias, stuff like that, definitely, and arguably Altaria is probably the best Pokemon in OU at the moment, in all honesty. It just, like, Altaria is amazing. And it's weak to those. It doesn't have a reliable recovery. It has rest and pain split, yes, but it doesn't have recover or soft boiled. It's slow to the point where it doesn't outspeed so many threats. And yes, it does have strong attacks. Yes, it does have Grisius Orb to boost its was it Ghost and Dragon? Yes, it is, by 1.2 times power, almost a life orb. But it's easily worn down. It can't hold leftovers, stuff like that. So I definitely think it's justified. As this test is definitely justified. It does fix a lot of problems without having to ban a lot of Pokemon. And guys, you got to be open-minded about this. In Black and White 5th Gen, when Kyurem came down from Ubers to OU, everybody went crazy, including me. I'm not gonna lie, I have a video where it's like, why is Kyurem Black in OU? But after a while, we adapted to it. We realized, okay, it's a great Pokemon, yes, but its lack of move pool, or a solid move pool, its exploitable weaknesses, as well as arguably slow speed because of Pokemon like Landorus, though Landorus got banned in 5th Gen, as well as Terrakion and things like that. It was definitely a Pokemon that we could check with Ferrothorn, Jirachi, and stuff like that. So definitely similar to that in the sense that everybody's going crazy because, oh, it's an Uber being brought down to OU, but I feel like this is the right direction for the OU tier to take, at least testing out this Pokemon. That's my honest opinion right there. So I was really excited. I had a great day with my girl. We watched Get Hard, hilarious movie, and now I'm here to talk about the team I built. So Giratina-O being the star of the team, I honestly wanted to pair it with Mega Altaria because I felt like Giratina-O is just versatile and to the extent that it can check the Pokemon that check Mega Altaria. Specifically the set I'm using. I'm using Cotton Guard, Dragon Dance, Return, Roost. Probably one of the best sets, honestly. You can't beat this thing once it sets up unless you smack it with Clefable's Moonblast or Deance's Moonblast, though. They don't enjoy taking boosted returns. So I want to Giratina as a partner to be able to get rid of the stuff that check this, such as Heatran, so I gave it Earthquake. Gave it Draco Meteor to just honestly be just a powerful attack. You don't even need special attack investment for this to 2-hit KO everything, because honestly just 2-hit KOs everything, bar stuff that resist and are immune to it. I gave it Shadow Force because I wanted something cool. I wanted to test out Shadow Force. I wanted to use Giratina. I'll be building a bunch of Giratina teams and teams without Giratina just to see how they do in this ladder, but I wanted to see how powerful Shadow Force would be. I did some calcs. It does like 70% to Clefable, does like 60% to Mega Scizor, and of course I gave it Will-O-Wisp. I gave it enough speed for Breloom, Metagross before it Mega Evolves, max speed Bisharp, stuff like that, so I could burn them and or EQ them, getting rid of them for Altaria. The EV spread was just what I just said. I just gave it enough speed for this, gave it adamant nature, the rest in HP. I didn't really need it in special attack. I did some calcs. Of course, I'm using Cotton Guard, Altaria, as I did mention. I had no idea what EVs to use on this thing, but I did want speed to outspeed a bunch of threats before they could either burn me if it's Mew, or toxic me if it's Gliscor, or you know, hit me. Bisharp could hit me with Iron Head because I would be able to outspeed it before Mega Evolving. Next up, we got Tyranitar because I kind of want to run Excadrill since I want to get rid of Steels for Altaria, and as well as Fairy types, and Excadrill just does that job. And it was also my Rapid Spinner since I'm not running Defog on Giratina. I don't want to use Defog on Giratina. It's a great defogger. I agree 100%, but I don't want to use it on it, man. I want to use these attacks, and I'll definitely be trying out different sets like Tailwind, Calm Mind Tailwind, sub 3 attacks, stuff like that. Rest Talk even, but this is my first time in history ever using the set actually suggested on Smogon with the max defense and stuff like that. Ice Beam, of course, to weaken. Lanner's T helping Excadrill a lot. Crunch Stone Edge, Crunch is mandatory, helping versus Psychic types and stuff like that, as well as Stone Edge helping me versus birds. And Stealth Rock, my Stealth Rocker, of course, I have Life Orb Excadrill. Might change it to Air Balloon depending on what I need it for. Next up, I wanted Spikes. I also wanted something that could stop me from getting swept by Manaphy. So I decided on putting on my Ferrothorn, Leech Seed, Spikes, Gyro Ball, Standard EV Spread. I gave it Thunder Wave. That way it would help me just in case the threat does try and set up and I lose if it does set up. So I would go for Thunder Wave on that. It also just slows down a lot of Pokemon that allow Giratina-O just to smack, as well as Altaria. And last but not least, I have Manaphy now. The attacks I chose to use were Hidden Power Fire. That way I can get rid of Steels for Altaria, so Ferrothorn and Scizor, as well as Skarmory. Scald, though Scald is arguably, well, Scald is stronger than same base power as Hidden Power Fire versus Skarmory. And Energy Ball to get rid of Rotom Wash for Excadrill, as well as Weaken Keldeo, take out other opposing Manaphy's and stuff like that. Pretty cool. I just gave it an EV spread to outspeed, max speed, Lanner's T without a Choice Scarf. No reason, honestly, to do this, but I just did. I didn't need to go max speed or neutral max just because I already had HP Fire, so it lowered my IVs already from being perfect. But that's basically the team. I know I just went over this and it's like already 8 minutes, but we're gonna hit this ladder up. I've only done 2 battles so far. Been really fun. My opponent has a pretty yes, I am so happy. He gets flat out like shredded apart by Altaria. Even though it's so small, it definitely does a lot of work, especially if I weaken Clefable as well as Metagross. It actually just straight up sweeps him. You too, man. And what's my game plan? Honestly, Excadrill puts in so much work as well. He has one thing to check it. Giratina, man, doing its job. But I kind of want to lead off with Giratina because it does outspeed the majority of his team, especially these before Mega Evolving, deals with a lot of it, and I can burn everything as he actually ends up leading off with his Clefable. So, fun fact, Moonblast only does nothing to this. It honestly does nothing to this. It does like less than half, so I actually want to switch out into my Ferrothorn because I don't necessarily need it for this. I can just go for T-Wave as he ends up going for Focus Blast, predicting me. Cool play on my opponent's part. Well played. I am going to go for T-Wave because I want to slow this thing down, allowing my team to outspeed it, and I actually do not need Ferrothorn for this battle just because even though it does check Metagross, I have Giratina, I have Excadrill, and Manaphy as well. So I'm just going to get up a Spike as he gets fully paralyzed. Unfortunate. As I actually do want to go for Gyro Ball just to get off a bit of damage. It's not going to do anything, but it is going to put him in range of Iron Head. He actually has a Life Orb, I think. So that's good to know. So I'm going to go for another Spike as he does choose to hit me with Focus Blast. Is able to knock me out as I can now go out to Excadrill and click Iron Head. I don't mind if his Giratina actually is his defogger. It more than likely is. But I will be able to get off damage with the Iron Head as that does literally 0. That did 0. I might have just wasted my Ferrothorn, yes, but I don't really need it for this game. So I'm going to go out to T-Tard, get up my Sand as he does end up going for Will-O-Wisp. And what I can do now is just go for my Stealth Rock. If he wants to defog, so be it. I will be able to get up my Stealth Rock anyway. And I'm also just weakening Giratina as well, as I've already found out his Clefable is more than likely offensive because I think it's Life Orb. So do just want to crunch this thing, getting off as much damage as possible. He actually ends up going for Will-O-Wisp. I don't know if he's actually running Rest Talk, but I guess we'll find out right now because oh, he could deal with me. But I'm actually going to pull a double, or a switch rather, into my Giratina, because if he does rest, he'll go for it now. If he does want to switch on to Keldeo, this would be a good situation for me, and my Giratina could definitely deal with it. But it turns out he does end up revealing rest, and he doesn't have anything that really wants to come in on Shadow Force. I do expect his Clefable to want to come in, but what I can do is either double into Extra Drill or go for Shadow Force. Rest. What does this say? We'll go for Shadow Force as Clefable is going to come in, because I want to force in T-Tar, and then after that I can of course go for the Earthquake or even burn him from there. So I'm expecting T-Tar to want to come in, as he actually lets his Clefable take this damage, and he's in range of Earthquake, so I will be able to knock him out with Earthquake. Great, that thing's gone, and that's one less check to my Altaria, just gone. All I need to do now is burn Metagross, as he does actually go into it, so that's perfect for me. I do outspeed it because of my investment, and I miss, so amazing. That actually sucks. Alright, so what I will do is go out to T-Tar. That really sucks, actually. I would have just won right there had that hit. Wow, that's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm going to go out to Manaphy to dodge whatever attack he wants to go for, as he ends up going for the Meteor Mash. And I do just want to go for Scald. If he wants to go out to Giratina, so be it. Waste some turns. He actually ends up going out to Keldeo, so that works for me too, because I could potentially get a burn on this thing, as he actually is not... He's Calm Mind, I guess. But I know I could take one hit. I can go for Tail Glow if I want to. I'm just going to go for Energy Ball. I think Energy Ball is the best play, as he ends up going out to T-Tar. Probably expecting my Giratina or even my Altara to come in, but I'm thinking that Scarf Tar, just looking at that damage. Really wish I hit that Will-O-Wisp, because it would have just been game over right there, but happens. It honestly would have just been game over had I hit that Will-O-Wisp, because I just set up, unfortunately for him, he does miss the Stone Edge. I do not mind that too much. I do not mind that too much. It also means more than likely his Rocker is gone, and I am able to get rid of his T-Tar, so I'm definitely all for that. Whatever wants to come in now has to take damage in order to do something, as Keldeo ends up coming in. I'm not entirely sure what he wants to do, but I am going to Energy Ball this thing, as he does end up going for the Calm Mind. And Energy Ball should still be a solid 2-hit KO, as even though his attack will be able to do a lot to me, his Secret Sword, I will be able to live it, and I can just knock him out with the next Energy Ball. Man, I wanted Altara to just win already. He does choose to go for another Calm Mind, which means he can potentially live this, especially because Sand is going to end this turn. But I don't think that matters much for him, because now I just go out to T-Tar anyway, set up the Sand one more time, and then go out to Extra Drill and pull a double into my Altaria and just win, and basically set up a Cotton Guard and win right there. So I think that would be my best play, as I am just going to click Iron Head right here, as it would be able to damage the Giratina if that did want to come in, as well as just doing damage in general to whatever mons he had. Yeah, I'm going to go out to Altara right here, as he does rest. And what I can do is Cotton Guard up, as a Cotton Guard will allow me to live any one hit, and then I can Meteor Mash after that. I mean, Dragon Dance after that. Really wish I hit my previous attack, but because I didn't Mega Evolve, he actually is not super effective with the Meteor Mash, so I will be able to Dragon Dance up, meaning that I do outspeed him now, and I can go for one more Cotton Guard, and that will allow me to be able to tank any hit he wants to go for, no matter what. So I'm just gonna Roost, and he unfortunately misses. Happens. As I'm just going to Dragon Dance up one more time. I'm not getting greedy. This is what I have to do, as he does get the attack raise. So I have to think about this. I'm going to calc this real quick before I do anything, because I'm thinking about Mega Evolving and just starting to hit him before he gets too many attack raises. This is why I really wish I hit, but it's okay. Happens. It's not adamant, it's jolly. It has 8 investment, plus 2 mega meta gross. Return does a nice amount. It's actually a 2 at KO. Yeah, I'm mega evolving and clicking return. It is a 2 at KO. So, or not, huh? Nice calcs. Nice calcs. What did I calc wrong? Oh, it's hasty nature. Oh, I hate these calcs. I hate calcing. And of course, he gets the next attack raise, so that sucks for me. A win would have been just right there. Anything I could do about this? Not really. I need a crit. No, honesty, because he got. Why didn't I hit that Will-O-Wisp, man? Oh, of course, I get the higher roll now. And he has plus 2 attack, so he can definitely knock out my Manaphy with the. He can definitely knock out my Manaphy with Zen Headbutt, of course, if he hits. Really unfortunate Thunder Punch. Really unfortunate that I missed Will-O-Wisp, but there was nothing I could do about that. That's part of the game. Had I hit though, I would have just set up with my Altaria and won, but whatever. I don't care. It's okay. It's okay. Just gonna hit Iron Head. Like, what is he thinking about? What is he thinking about? Maybe he doesn't have an attack to hit me. That'd be pretty sick if he didn't. In all honesty, but just straight up O-Codes. And Giratina is going to go down to whatever attack he does. So that was a little bit unfortunate. I straight up swept him with Altaria had I hit the Will-O-Wisp, but whatever. I'm just going to say good game and head on out of here. And look for another battle. Sometimes it doesn't matter. That's something that Janvan mentioned that I definitely agree with it. Sometimes skill doesn't even matter in this game as you know, stuff like that happens. But my opponent's team, I was about to say looking a little weak to Giratina, but I'm gonna send out Giratina and hit on the timer. Hi, what's poppin'? And yeah, Giratina can definitely put in some work. Venusaur is a huge threat to my team, easily the biggest threat to my team, as I don't really have much that can deal with it, but Excadrill can definitely take it on. So he leads Bisharp as I lead with my Giratina, and what I can do is just sit up, you know, go for the Will-O-Wisp right here, burning this Bisharp. As I'm gonna pause until it picks a move, we'll be right back, or not. I hit, nice. As he is gonna go for knockoff, doing absolutely nothing to me, as I will be able to go right for the Earthquake right here. I don't really know what he wants to go out to. Again, one of the things about... I'm not used to this thing, you know. Yeah, bro. You and me both. One of the things about Giratina is it just really lacks that recovery, of course. And he is able to eat up that Earthquake. That's probably a low roll. I need to do these calcs better, man. I always mess up because of that. Why is Hasty the most used? No. No, it's not. I mean... I wish I didn't reveal Earthquake or had to reveal Earthquake, but getting rid of Bisharp is huge for Altaria as well, as because I did make this team, like I said, around an Altaria sweep, and I need to play my Giratina a bit better or leave my Manaphy healthy, because Landorus is a problem because of this thing. So what I am going to do is pause it until he picks a move, though. We'll be right back. Alright, so he goes on to Venusaur. Honestly, Venusaur is such a threat to me that I do just want to burn it with the Will-O-Wisp. Lowering it, weakening it just for my Altaria is definitely something I need to do, as I thankfully landed, as he's going to hit me with Sludge Bomb. Does not get the poison, though my Giratina is definitely weakened now. Manaphy actually puts in a lot of work, as well as, you know, Excadrill. This is not Mega Slow, but we've already confirmed that, as I can eat up his next Giga Drain. And I don't mind if he fires off HP fires, because he does not have hazard control on his team. So I can definitely just go right for Spike, as opposed to going for Gyro Ball. And then what I can do is limit this thing's survivability by going out into my T-Tar and setting up my rocks, as well as hitting him with a Crunch if I honestly want to. I'm debating going for Crunch or Stone Edge and then going for Rocks. Actually, Soft Rock is definitely better first, as in the long run it is going to help me get rid of his Thundurus as well as his Landorus with my Excadrill. Yeah, so definitely better in the long run. He's offensive because he's already shown all 3 of his attacks, and you can already tell by the damage that HP Fire did do to my to my Ferrothorn. So I'm actually gonna go out to Giratina right here, because what I can do is bring it in on the Giga Drain, as that's what I'm expecting, and just fire off a Shadow Force. It's a full power Shadow Force, and nothing on his team is gonna appreciate it, in all honesty. If he goes out to Heatran and he tries to protect, Shadow Force goes through protect, as he does end up going out to Heatran, and he takes all that damage, and I do have one more turn to basically attack him, so yeah, I'm good with that. Let me just hit him with the Shadow Force real quick. Holy crap, the damage, as he is able to go for Stealth Rock, but Sandstorm is going to go down, and once again, Shadow Force is easily my best play, because even if he has Protect, Shadow Force does go through Protect, and Shadow Force is a full power move that is going to hit whatever he goes out into. He actually goes out to Landorus, so I am good with that, as Landorus is a threat to my team in general, as unfortunately for him, I do get a crit. Now that sucked completely, because I would have been forced to let Manaphy take damage, and yeah, that really sucked. I'm sorry, dude. See, I am legitimately sorry about that. I couldn't do anything about that at all. Though Manaphy would have 100% lived any hit that he went for, it still would have forced my Manaphy to take a hit, as now I'll be able to set up comfortably against whatever he wants, you know, to send out. So I actually got to my T-Tar right here, because I can get up the sand, as well as let this Thundurus, I get to find out what item it's running, and what I can do after that is just go right out into my Giratina, sacking it to Stealth Rock, and then I am able to send out my Excadrill for free. Or if he decides to actually switch out, not wanting to risk Focus Blast, if he does have Focus Blast, I think he does, because he stayed in. Yeah, so because T-Tar's still alive, I still do have it in the end game, and I don't really need to predict right here. I can just comfortably click Rock Slide. There's no point of predicting the Slowbro, as I do have my Altaria, which 100% sets up on Slowbro, and Altaria actually wins the game due to the fact that Venusaur is so low, as well as Heatran. I'm expecting him to actually sack Heatran right here. If he does want to switch out, that's also, I guess, a play he can make. Though, I mean, he is going to switch out, but yeah. So he does end up sacking the Heatran, as I am going to hopefully be able to connect with my Rock Slide. So Tren is gone. Nice to know. Nice. As Slowbro is going to be able to come in, and what I can do is just go right out into debating Manaphy or Ferrothorn. In all honesty, the reason I'm thinking Ferrothorn is because if he goes Venusaur, I can hit it with a Gyro Ball before it knocks me out. So I'm going Ferrothorn first, as he is going to end up going Venusaur. Good play on my opponent's part. But the thing is, though, due to the Sandstorm being up, he's not going to be able to recover at all. He's not going to be able to recover. It's either going to be a double down, or it's going to be a down on my opponent's part, because if he goes for Synthesis, he's not going to recover enough, and Gyro Ball will be able to knock him out. And it's basically just a free turn of leftovers for me. So nice. Nice with this. I'm okay with this, and this is one of those situations where I don't really need my Ferrothorn, so I am just going to go right for the Leech Seed, as he's going to be able to connect with that. And at this point, I can just sack my T-Tar to the Focus Blast. I might have to worry about the 8 turns, but he actually ends up going for Thunder Wave as opposed to going for a different attack. So because of that, I'm actually able to knock him out. And Slowbro is going to come in. I don't know what set it's running, but I'm going directly into my Manaphy, as if he is a setup set, I need to set up against him. That way I don't lose to him. So he doesn't go for Scald, and I can just set up a Tail Glow right here and just knock him out with the Energy Ball. Or I could just go for 2 Energy Balls, but I'm going to go for 2 Energy Balls. That's probably smarter, as he doesn't going for Calm Mind. And even with that Calm Mind up, he's not going to be able to live this next set. That crit on him really sucks, because he should have been able to survive, and he would have been able to weaken my Manaphy a lot. But I just want to see how much that does, because this is a Giratina-O, but I'm assuming 80 or 70 to 80% Giratina. Let me try and actually, you know, calc this right. Landorus. Oh, you Rock Polish. Shadow Force. Holy crap, it actually had a nice chance of knocking him out. Wow. I mean, why am I doubting this Uber? Wow. It was actually in my favor to knock him out, so I don't even know if that crit mattered. But regardless, we're going to look for another battle. Only at 24 minutes. Let's look for one more, and I'll pause until we find one. We shall be right back. I'm really feeling this. I love this meta. Don't love this though. I don't love that Umbreon. I don't love this. He gets straight up wrecked by my Manaphy, which is great to know. I do want to get up hazards though quickly before any of that actually happens, and I don't want to lose Charizard. So, actually, do I even need hazards? Not really. Yeah, maybe. Only off of Manaphy because it can wreck a lot, as he ends up leading off with the Ferrothorn. And I'm so impatient. I want to go for Tail Glow right now and then go for HP Fire. I'm patient. This is the bad play. This is a bad play, ladies and gentlemen, because I have Ferrothorn. No, I don't want Thunder Waving me. Forget that. No, you don't go for rocks. Hit him up with a timer. Why is he Power Whipping? Okay, take this damage as I get up a spike. And it seems like he's not running leftovers. It's good to know. I'm going to go right for the T-Wave right now. As why isn't he staying in? Why is he staying in? Well, he's T-Wave now, so I get up my spikes. And again, he's just killing himself. I'm not sure if he's actually trying to get a free setup with Charizard. I have just revealed T-Wave, so I can deal with Charizard. Not entirely sure what he's doing right here, but he is letting me weaken him, so I am okay with that. That's nice for me, as he ends up going out to Gliscor. Just going to hit him with a Leech Seed. If he has Taunt, so be it. He reveals the sub, though. Good to know. I can just hit him with a Gyro Ball. Maybe break his sub. It really depends on his investment. As I don't want to necessarily switch out, as he doesn't going for the Earthquake and substitute combination. I want to go T-Tar because I'm pretty sure T-Tar can take him on. And if he wants to go for Protect right here, scouting for my next one before he goes for sub, he actually ends up going for Toxic, making a play. Cool play on my opponent's part. Definitely cool. Do want to get up my Stealth Rock first before anything because I want to break Skarmory's Sturdy before I do anything else, as I am able to get them up. And I don't necessarily need my Excadrill this game, just because Altaria is so nice, as well as Giratina in the back for Charizard. So that's amazing for me, as I can definitely just go for Ice Beam right here, as he ends up going out to Skarmory, and that does a respectable amount, which I am okay with. And I want to go out to Manaphy, as I will be able to set up right here and hopefully win, as he goes for Defog. I'm okay with that. Getting rid of his own hazards. Hopefully he goes Manaphy after Ferrothorn, sorry, after this, as I am just going to go right for Tail Glow. We'll see if he Whirlwinds out, though, as he is going to go for the Roost. So that's good, because Sandstorm is going to wear out, and I can just go right for Scald right here. It will bring him down to his Sturdy, and maybe I'll even get a burn as I do, as he is just... I gotta remember where we are at the ladder, but he reveals the Facade. Yo, this guy just predicted me. As he is going to go Gliscor now. Unfortunately, I don't outspeed max speed Gliscor, so though I do outspeed most sub-toxic variants. So Gliscor is going to go down, and it's looking like Manaphy is going to sweep. If he goes Ferrothorn, I'd be good with that, but he does not, so I'm just going to go right for Scald right here. He might be defensive, or he's actually Mega Chomp, so, and I also get a burn on him. That just sucks for my opponent right here. I'm getting pretty lucky with these Scald burns. Though, honestly, I don't think they mattered as much as... Yeah, there's nothing he really could have done to me at all. I'm going to set up another Tail Glow, as I don't fear Umbreon at all. Even if he wants to go for Toxic or something. Confused, right? Why don't we ban this too? It's just like Swagger. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely not. But I can just hit him with a Scald, as I thankfully go through. Nice. And it's looking like Manaphy is just going to win this game. Sorry, man. Honestly, I don't feel like he was going to break through my team regardless, because Manaphy kind of just 6-0s, as you can see. Charizard does end up coming in. I do not know. I don't really want to risk this. There's no reason for me to risk this. So, I'm just go out to Giratina right here. Be the smarter play. The safer play, as he ends up going for Solar Beam without charging. And I actually go out to my T-Tar. As that way I can just go out into... he can't Mega Evolve, obviously, because Garchomp already Mega'd, if you guys didn't realize that. So this is definitely Zard Y, or was a Zard Y. He can hit me with Focus Blast if he wants to, as I get up my Stealth Rock just in case he wants to switch. I didn't have a reason to do this at all, in all honesty. And I can just go right for Stone Edge. And connect. If it does connect, he's gone, as it does. And because of my Stealth Rock, Garchomp is going to go down to the next attack it goes for. So if he does end up going out to Garchomp, that's going to go down. And Ferrothorn I could just crunch, of course, weakening it to HP Fire range, as He was also running the Rocky helmet. We didn't know that. And unfortunately, he gets paralyzed. Again, I don't think this one mattered as much as this opponent. We are on the bottom of the ladder, and my opponent's probably just a bit inexperienced, just based on the Pokemon he's using. Obviously, I can't say anything really, but yeah, just looking at the Pokemon he's using, I think he was just a little bit inexperienced. As I am gonna look for another battle, and we have found one right away. Ooh, see, this is another person I'm not sure because I really like his team actually. Rain Moltres is one of my favorite things from Black and White because you can spam Hurricane. He has this for Sand. Yo, I like this team, man. I really do. Holy crap, I do. You too, man. Win conditions. Doesn't have much for Manaphy at all. I could actually just lead off with it and threaten basically everything immediately as he ends up leading off with his Swampert. And I can probably just go for Tail Glow, to be completely honest, because I do just want to weaken Celebi as quickly as possible. I don't know if he has T-Wave. He might, and this could just be a stupid play, but I don't necessarily need my speed in this battle. I probably won't even be keeping it due to the fact that Moltres will be able to outspeed me, as well as the fact that Keldeo outspeeds me as well as everything else. So what I do want to do is just fire off an Energy Ball, expecting Politoed to want to come in, as he actually ends up going Moltres. So that works too. I probably should have went for Scald. Scald would have been the smarter play right there, but I do outspeed his Moltres, so that doesn't necessarily matter, as I could just fire off what I'm expecting to be a rain boosted Scald, since I'm expecting Politoed to want to come in. So, and of course, I'm just gaining my leftovers turn per turn. It's not a speed tie unless he's hitting exactly 310 speed, so that's not something I have to worry about. And yeah, I'm gonna be able to fire off a +3 Scald versus this Keldeo, as he's defensive. Not defensive, but he's sub-Calm Mind Keldeo, so I can just go right for the Energy Ball, knocking him out, getting rid of a threat for my Excadrill, quote-unquote. As, yeah, Manaphy just puts in a lot of work right now. If he wants to go Toad, he just takes... Everything just doesn't like this Manaphy at all. Fire, Water, Grass, Manaphy. I'm not actually a huge fan of this because I find more times than not I do need Ice Beam rather than HP Fire, but this can 6-0 some teams. So I don't think Excadrill can take a +3 Energy Ball. It actually surprises me and does. But as you can see, I also run enough speed for this type of Excadrill, so this is actually just going to be able to 6-0 him, like 100%. Granted, I think Celebi can take a hit. He goes Pert. Pert cannot take an Energy Ball. It does have to Protect, as he does not even have Protect, so I'm able to knock that thing out. And Manaphy is just coming through right now, just giving me another Energy Ball. Toad does not go down. Does he get the Scald Burn though? Doesn't even matter because of Hydration. Yo, Manaphy's a monster, man. And I can just click Scald right here, getting rid of that Pokemon. And let's see how much this Scald actually does to this thing. I just want to see how much +4, oh well, +3 with the Rain Boost does to him. I'm not gonna say good game. Oh wow, I just knocked him out. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Let me give him some advice real quick. GG. Try, not that this helps him versus Manaphy, but try running Protect on Pert. That way you can Mega for free. Helps you a lot versus Pokemon like Choice Scarf, Lando T, because he actually has a really big weakness to that, nothing that wants to come in, and other speedy Pokemon that you can revenge kill. T-Wave on Celebi also helps me. Just give him some advice before we end this game. And let me see, good game. Oh, I already said good game. Did I take my advice? Okay, cool. So we're gonna look for another game, and I shall pause it until we find one, and we'll be right back. Or not, or yes. All right, so we found another Venusaur plus. It might actually be Sun Venusaur. Actually, I like his team. I'm not counting him out. This is actually a pretty cool team. I very much like it. Yo, what do you have for a Giratina? Let me just lead off with this monster and burn something, as he ends up leading off a Charizard. I'm thinking it's Zard Y, so I'm just gonna go right for Shadow Force. No! I just got played by a Zard. He probably expected my T-Tar to come in, but Well, that sucks for my Giratina. But honestly, whatever comes in, it doesn't really matter because I will be able to burn it. That's probably Scarflando just looking at that damage. I'm expecting a U-turn right here, so I'm going to go out to Ferrothorn and let him take a little bit of Iron Barb's damage as he is going to get swept by my Altaria whether he likes it or not, or I'll try to, rather. But I am just going to go out into my... He has a lot of checks to Manaphy. Zard Y, Jolteon, Venusaur, Empoleon, Scarflando. Damn, man. I want to go out to my Giratina because I want to force him to evolve. Evolve! Gonna try and go for Will-O-Wisp right here. I'm not sure what he wants to do, but if he does want to switch out, I would like to catch something with a Willow. That would be very, very nice for me. He does not have anything for Excadrill, which is something that I'm keeping in mind, as well as once I get on my hazards, I can, you know, smack him with Excadrill, especially because I got some damage off on his Landers. As unfortunately, I missed Will-O-Wisp. It's a common trend, but it's okay. I got enough Scald Burns in one of those other battles, as he does let me burn his Empoleon. I wonder if he'll let me weaken it as well with the Earthquake. Actually going to go out into my Ferrothorn because I want to start getting him spikes as quickly as possible. And do not force me out. I mean, he forces me out into this, so that's cool for me. I can just go right for Earthquake right here for free. I wasn't expecting him to switch out. Even if he did, I could switch out versus whatever he went out into. And I'm able to get rid of that monster for me, as I can now sack my Giratina once again. Giratina's not really doing too much this game, unfortunately. But I can go out into my T-Tar, and I'm going to go for my Stealth Rock, as he's going to Mega Evolve and hit me with a Solar Beam. It should not be able to knock me out. Holy crap, why'd that do so much? I wasn't... Okay, physically defensive. Stupid garbage physically defensive one. I don't care why the main spread says that. Altaria walls this thing indefinitely, so... I might have to Mega Evolve and get some boosts. Roost. Oh, it doesn't get a boost in... Oh my god. Yo, I'm getting wrecked by this Zard Y, man. Yo. Alright, so physically defensive T-Tar is absolute trash. I'm gonna say that. Will-O-Wisp Zard Y definitely caught me off guard. Cool, well played on my opponent's part. Let me sack his, get rid of his final turn of Sand at least, or Sun at least. That way he can't Solar Beam me, and I'll attempt to go out into my Manaphy, and let's attempt to make some plays. It's not like I can win right here, but I'm gonna change this real quick because that is a horrible set. Why is this the main set? Holy crap. Yes, take this. I'll just give it some defense anyway. Take some hits, man. As yeah, I'm gonna straight up lose this. Yo, I got smashed. Holy crap. That Will-O-Wisp Charizard definitely caught me off guard. And I'm just gonna forfeit Sega game and head on out of here. So, getting a little bit smashed the first match due to Will-O-Wisp. The second, ironically, that match right there due to Will-O-Wisp as well, but more so him having it than anything else. Should have just Stone Edged the threat, but whatever. I've learned that set is horrible. Wow, why is that set even? I don't understand that set. Okay, so we got some random, what we like to call. Oh, I'm not gonna say it because it's a little bit unnecessary, but it's weak to Giratina. Holy crap. Yeah, I can just burn something. I'm gonna lead off Giratina as I burn something. I'm a little bit weak to Gengar just because I don't have Shadow Sneak on my Giratina. I don't have Pursuit on my T-Tar. I don't know why he has a Chansey. This is what Blunder likes to call Mexican offense. No offense to any Mexicans out there. It's just because on PO, there's this clan. They are, well, they're Mexicans. I'm Puerto Rican and Italian. They're Mexicans. Okay, just making that clear. And they love to run offense with Chansey and Mandibuzz. I don't know why. We never found out why. But I'm gonna be able to go for Will-O-Wisp right here, as that looked like Life Orb damage. Even with the crit, it looked like Life Orb damage before I even showed it, because that did way too much to Giratina origin form. Guys, keep in mind, I'm still learning this. Obviously, this is a suspect test. This is my first time playing with Giratina-O, so I have a lot to learn. I will be using a lot of different sets. Thankfully, I did hit that, as Mandibuzz is a threat to me. And what I actually want to do is just go T-Tar right here, as I can eat up this foul play. And I don't find Mandibuzz rather than Manaphy. He gets smacked by, well, I can definitely put in work with Manaphy if I want to. Gonna get up my Stealth Rock as quickly as possible, as I do have my Giratina just to burn this as well. I'm thinking his Chansey does have Heal Bell. Hopefully it doesn't. I'd be really happy if it did not have Heal Bell. Once I weaken Scizor, it's looking like Defog support because it actually went for U-turn, but it could be SD U-turn. I've seen that. I don't know. I hate that set. I've lost to that set, but he ends up going out into his Gengar, and that's definitely something that could threaten me, yes, but I am just going to go out into my Ferrothorn as I can take one hit that he wants to go for, and go for Gyro Ball. I can eat up Focus Blast. He actually goes for Dazzling Gleam, very interesting, but I am just going to go right for the, I actually want to go for Thunder Wave right here. Because I'm expecting to catch either Scizor or Infernape or one of his fighting types. I actually think that he'll go into one of those. I don't think he has Sub because he has Dazzling Gleam. That's actually really interesting that he has Dazzling Gleam. Like, I've seen Dazzling Gleam on Pokemon that have Focus Blast, and obviously UU because of Hydreigon and stuff like that. Alakazam can run Dazzling Gleam. More accurate, it will OHKO Hydreigon all the time. But interesting that he has it on Gengar. But again, keep in mind I am low on the ladder, and I'm still trying to figure out what Giratina set I like best. I just wanted to use this set for this one. I think it definitely has viability in OU. It's cool in OU, and I'm gonna pause until he picks a move, so we'll be right back. So this last dude dipped, so we're gonna get this other battle right here, and this will be the last battle of the live. Alright, so same plan. I can smack him with Altaria if I can get rid of these two Pokemon right here. Excadrill doesn't really look like it's going to be doing too much bar getting rid of Clefable, as Manaphy is right there, and I'm pretty sure this Pokemon puts in a lot of work, so I'm going to lead off with it as, yes it is, yes, as, I'm expecting the Fega or something right here, but I do have my Giratina, which I can just go right out into, and I'm going to hit him up with the timer real quick. I'm expecting a Fake Out right here just so he can Mega Evolve, and what I can do is I'm also going to be expecting him to go out to Clefable after that. So what I am going to do is actually pull a double into my Ferrothorn because I do want to just go for T-Wave as quickly as possible as Clefable does end up coming out. And the reason I want to go for T-Wave is because it limits this thing's chances at attacking, as well as it's the yellow color. It helps me more so later on. So I'm just going to hit him up with a Spike real quick. I don't mind if he has a Defogger in this. I wish my T-Tar did actually have Pursuit. It should have Pursuit now. I don't need Ice Beam anymore. It should have Pursuit for the, let me make it Adamant too. Right, Pursuit can knock out stuff. Obviously, I'm probably not going to use this team too much anymore, but I just want to get up as many hazards as possible, and, yeah, that way I can deal with him with Excadrill as he ends up going for Moonblast. I don't mind that at all, just because the reason I'm going for this is because I want to be able to revenge kill him with my Excadrill. Granted, Life Orb, Adamant, Ironhead might not knock him out, but it also means he doesn't have a switch into this thing. So I'm going out to Excadrill right here. I'm kind of expecting him to switch out to Rotom. In all honesty, it would be the best play that he could do as opposed to eating this Ironhead. But he doesn't go out to Rotom. Nice. And that burn is a little bit annoying. Oh well, I'll go T-Tar, and I'm going to ignore spectators because people are talking now. So, he only said one word, but I don't want to get distracted by that. So, I go out to my T-Tar, which forces him to not bring in Lottie. If anything wants to come in, it's going to take damage from my T-Tar no matter what. I really do wish it had Pursuit. Pursuit is definitely better, so should have been thinking long term. But, Rotom is already taking some Sandstorm damage. That's good. As he actually ends up going Lottie. So I guess he's willing to sack it for the defog. I'm okay with that. As getting rid of Lottie means my Manaphy has an easier time versus his team as well. That's really weird. I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rock if he wants to. What does that Healing Wish actually do? I guess it brings back Clefable, yes, but I can still deal with this monster. I also get up my Stealth Rock as well, so I am good with that. Just going to hit him with a Stone Edge. As I don't really mind what he wants to do. If he wants to go out into, well, he ends up going for the Flamethrower, but I just want to go for Stone Edge just to gauge how much damage it does. as well as if he starts combining up, that's completely fine because I can revenge kill him with extra drill. So I'm good with that. Just gonna go right for the. He actually lets Clefable take the damage and not be able to come back. So what I'm actually going to do is go for Crunch right here because I'm not expecting him to go for a fighting move when I do have my Giratina, which can just come in. So what I am going to do now is go out to Giratina, yeah, because I can take any hit. And as he does end up going for the double Ice Punch, cool play on my opponent's part. I'm going to sack. Good play on my opponent's part, actually. But I'm going to sack T-Tar, and getting rid of T-Tar seals the game for me. Getting rid of Medicham seals the game for me because now I just set up a Tail Glow with my Manaphy and I straight up sweep him. So while it was a good play, him going for the double Ice Punch, really nice play. He just got rid of the Pokemon that outspeeds my Manaphy, and I just straight up went with a Tail Glow. So it was a cool play on my opponent's part. I don't know how much it really paid off, just because, in all honesty, yeah, I just set up the Tail Glow and win. But Scizor ends up coming out. I don't really mind that, as I can just go out into my Giratina and honestly just burn him, as he ends up going for U-turn. So okay, that's completely fine by me. I don't really have an attack. I mean, he's gonna be able to bring out his Clefable, which is cool. But alright. What do I want to do? It should be CB Scizor. I'm just gonna hit him with an Earthquake, as he actually chooses to go for the that as opposed to anything else, and he did not recover with his Hippowdon as well. So I can just go right out into my Excadrill and just click Iron Head. I don't mind if Scizor comes back in. I want him to sack Medicham, but I have to keep my T-Tar alive, that way he can sack Medicham, as he actually ends up sacking Clefable, so that's even better for me. Great. I don't know why he's sacking these Pokemon when he does have Pokemon that can come in on them, but he sacked Clefable, which is one less threat I have to deal with. I actually don't necessarily have to set up with my with my Manaphy now to beat him, but I'm gonna go out to T-Tar, sack it. If he has Drain Punch, okay, he's back, as he actually ends up missing High Jump Kick. I would have liked if it would have been a double down, as now I have my T-Tar in, which I didn't want, but I guess it doesn't really matter in this point, as he is gonna go Scizor, and I can just go right for the Ice Beam, or Crunch. I guess Crunch is better, as U-turn does not knock. Yo, shoutouts to the relaxed nature, as I will be able to go for Crunch right here, and I can just go right for the Ice Beam. I get a defense drop, but it didn't matter because this Ice Beam knocks him out anyway. I mean, if Ice Beam doesn't knock him out, cool, but that defense drop didn't matter because Ice Beam knocks him out, and now I just win with my Manaphy. So unfortunately, Altaria didn't really get to do anything this game. Really unfortunate. I guess it still can. Yeah, technically it still can. Yep, I think it still can, actually. What I do want to do is actually go out into my Excadrill and go for Rock Slide. That way I don't have to set up a Tail Glow with my Manaphy, because Rock Slide should put him in range of Energy Ball. And if he unfortunately flinches, as he does, it's 100% enraged. So that's unfortunate. I'm not trying to beat him with Excadrill, obviously, but he's stopped flinching. Whatever. I'm just gonna go for Rapid Spin. Like, I'm just trying to win with my Manaphy already, so I'll just get rid of these rocks. And as he is going to Pain Split up, but again, it doesn't matter because Manaphy just wins the game right here with Energy Ball plus HP Fire. So as he is going to be able to connect with his Hydro Pump, and then Manaphy, of course, just comes in, cleans it up by clicking Energy Ball as well as clicking HP Fire on the Scizor, and that will be a good game. I could also just go for Scald, but HP Fire is cooler. HP Fire is definitely cooler. I might as well show it off because I have it, so just to show him that the flinches didn't necessarily matter. But yeah, I'm just gonna say good game, and yeah, guys, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed seeing me get tossed like by that Jolteon team. Will-O-Wisp why? Interesting. I actually want to try that. Yeah, I want to try that. I've seen it on defensive sets, never on offensive. It was definitely offensive, but it's really cool. Giratina, not overpowered at all. Its lack of recovery, its lack of reliable, its lack of a cleric move, its lack of reliable recovery. It's definitely strong. Definitely strong. Do not question that. But it's viable in OU. I 100% agree. Man, I keep thinking, this is how you get on tilt, man. I keep thinking about missing Will-O-Wisp the first game versus Metagross and then showing off exactly what I was thinking as I was building a team. Will-O-Wisp, Metagross, set up Cotton Guards with Altaria, straight up sweep the game. But, man, whatever. I hope you guys all enjoy. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you did. Give your opinion on it if you want to. I really don't want to see Arg. I'm quitting Smogon. They banned Greninja, but they let Giratina-O come down. Come on, guys. At least back up stuff with facts. You know, don't just complain just for the sake of complaining. But anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Click that like button. It definitely does help out my channel. And until next time, guys, later.